Alrighty. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, my Libras. This is your weekly reading for March 6th through March 12th. We're going to go ahead and shuffle one more time, Libra, and then we're going to go ahead and get started. Alright, Libra, getting started, we have the moon here for you. We have the Hierophant. We have the Five of Swords, the Three of Cups, the Empress, the Eight of Wands in the reverse, the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, the Knight of Wands, and finally we have the Three of Wands. So, Libra, with this first row here, just to remind you, we have the Moon, the Hierophant, and the Five of Swords. So, Libra, what I'm really getting with that first row there is you're in this feeling of having to stick to the status quo a little bit, following tradition. It's not in a bad way. I definitely see that you're having to be creative and resourceful with your moves here. We have the Moon to start off in this row, which is a card all about our internal fears. It's also about your intuition and a deep inner sense of knowing, the inner call, if you will. So I get the sense that you are kind of connecting with that this week, Libra. Next we have the Hierophant, which is about learning, but it's also about tradition and conformity. So you may be being called to go along this path in this traditional way, while also having to remain somewhat creative here with that Five of Swords. In your next row, we have the Three of Cups, the Empress, and then the Eight of Wands in reverse. So the Three of Cups, definitely a good card. It's about our personal connections that we make with others, our relationships, friendships. So maybe some of you this week might be linking up and meeting with a group of friends, or making, some time for celebration with an achievement of some sort. The Empress, stepping into your confidence, your personal power, your abundance here, Libra. Definitely feeling like this this boss bitch energy there with the Hierophant and the Empress. They're both sitting on their thrones, both serving different purposes, but I do see this almost, sense of royalty to you here, Libra. Definitely feeling, at the top of your game in a sense. Eight of Wands could be something delayed for you here, Libra. Things could be moving a little bit more slowly than you would like at this time. Maybe you're really wanting to follow this path, get started on this journey here for you, Libra, and it might just not be going as fast as you would like. For some of you, it might even be something kind of stopping you, almost a hesitation here. But I do sense some sort of hesitation, some sort of delay. It could be something to do with that Five of Swords is what I'm getting. Five of Swords can also be kind of this sense of sneakiness. It could be you being sneaky, Libra. Could be someone else that you are in touch with, Libra, who is acting shady. I'm kind of more just getting the sense that you might be at odds with yourself. You might be sitting here, holding those swords, thinking about your plan, thinking about where you would like to go, thinking that you have to act one way out of a sense of self-preservation. But that's not what I'm getting for you. You might be feeling that way, Libra, but I'm getting the sense that there are people around you who enjoy you with that Three of Cups. There are people around you who do support you and celebrate you. And the Hierophant and the Empress, you are in this higher sense, this higher place. I don't want to say above others. I do sense that you have a greater sense of yourself in a way, Libra. with the moon card there, some of you might even be putting on this facade almost of a grander self. You might be putting on this facade, but in your deep inner fears, you might be, afraid of this movement with that Eight of Wands. You might be thinking that you have to act out of this way of a sense of self-preservation. Let's go ahead and move on and see what the rest of the cards have here. So Libra, you have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. You have the Knight of Wands, and then the Three of Wands. So Ten of Pentacles in reverse, in a sense of lack. Ten of Pentacles in the upright is a very positive card of abundance. It's, one of the best cards you can have for, if you're looking for money, if you're looking for security, if you're looking for abundance. It's a card of pure abundance. In the reverse, you are disconnected from this abundance. You may be feeling cut off from, your ability to make things work for you. The Ten of Pentacles is really a card of, success at the end of cultivation. The whole story of the Pentacles, when you look at the cards, is about growing. It's about tending to the soil and growing and building and harvesting. And so with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, I like to say with reverse cards showing up, there is the ability for this here for you. Even in the reverse, that Ten of Pentacle energies is present for you here, Libra. It is just a matter of your perspective and how you choose to go about this. Because either way, the energy is here. It's a matter of what you do with it. And with this card being in the reverse, Libra, I get this sense that, there is this abundance here for you, but with these feelings from these previous cards of self-preservation, of holding yourself in this facade, being out of touch with your inner world with that moon card, almost self-imposed in a way, Libra, that it is there and available to you, but through your own, act of self-preservation, your sense of grandeur, greater importance, while also simultaneously, you're putting off this facade of confidence and importance, while on the inside, you're full of fear and self-doubt and survival mindset. Almost as if I'm getting the sense that you feel as though you have to fight to survive here, Libra. That there is this inner turmoil, but you're also putting on this positive facade. With the Three of Cups there, maybe you are going to hang out with your friends, and you're putting on this facade of being happy and joyful and, having a good time, but on the inside, you're really struggling with your confidence, your stability, your intuition, your inner sense of emotion and knowing. Next, we have the Knight of Wands, which it's a card of passion, and he's followed by the Three of Wands here, which is talking about the very beginnings of a journey, the very beginnings of, preparation and planning, and starting to take your plans and put them into action. So with the Knight of Wands being here, I get the sense that you are enacting something, that you are, moving forward. You know what? Maybe you're moving backwards, because when I'm looking at these cards right now, I see the Knight of Wands, and he's moving this way towards your other cards from your past, from this other energy that's over here. Visually, when I'm looking at him, he's looking towards the Empress and the Hierophant. So it might be that you are trying to move towards that energy of the Empress and the Hierophant, that is your goal, that is the direction that you would like to go, to connect with those inner royalty, that sense of importance for you. The harder that we look for something, sometimes the further away from it we can get. You're pursuing this so hard to a point where you're actually moving yourself further away from it in the long run, Libra. Lastly, we have that Three of Wands there. I was kind of talking about that earlier. It's the beginnings of a journey, of taking hold and beginning to put from planning at the Two of Wands into action with the Three of Wands. Three of Wands is the very first step of moving into action. It's, taking the idea and moving it into a greater realization. All right, Libra, let's go ahead and pull some of these Spirit Oracle cards for you, Libra. Okay, we're going to pull these and this one because they're trying to fall out here. Okay, so Libra, you have the Buffalo Spirit, which says the abundant universe will provide. So yeah, especially having that 10 of Pentacles there, where we were talking about the lack of abundance that you're feeling, Libra. So yes, you may be feeling this sense of lack currently, Libra, but just trust that there is provision here for you from the universe. That even though you may feel as though you are lacking, there is always enough available to you at any given time. The next card we have for you here, Libra, is the Stag Spirit, which says take the lead. So yeah, especially with that 3 of Wands energy on that last card there, you definitely need to start moving forward and start taking the lead. It's really about taking the lead and not just, trying to force a path and a direction, but leading by example, making sure that you are making moves out of a good place of alignment with yourself and your values, Libra. Taking the lead and moving into that Hierophant and Empress energy, and not just imitating it, but truly stepping into it and aligning with the energy of what the Empress and the Hierophant embody, which is confidence, abundance, knowledge, assurance, mastery. The Hierophant is a card of mastery. He is the leader of, I believe it's supposed to signify like a religious group, which is where the theme of tradition comes in. All right, and then Libra, we have the Bobcat Spirit here, which says life is a mystery. So sometimes things happen outside of our control that we may not necessarily understand. And sometimes we feel as though we have to react or move in a certain way out of this sense of self-preservation. Could definitely be what that moon, that 5 of Swords energy was talking about for you here, Libra. Life is a mystery, and sometimes we just have to align with ourselves and move forward, because the only thing we can ever truly even begin to understand in this lifetime is ourself, our higher self, and our purpose. Air signs have had some weird energy for this week. Really weird. I just got done with Gemini's reading. If you're not watching already, you should go back and watch for your sun, moon, and rising signs. To get a full picture, if you have more questions, Libra, that would be my advice to you, is go and watch your sun, moon, and rising sign to get a better picture of what is going on. Okay, so Libra, we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Next we have the Knight of Pentacles. And then we have the 3 of Cups in reverse. Oh, okay, so we had the 3 of Cups in the upright in your original spread here. And then the 3 of Cups in reverse for these last cards. So the Ace of Pentacles talks about a new beginning and a new opportunity being presented to you. At this point, you may not necessarily be aware of this coming in for you, Libra. It could also be that you might not be ready to accept this new beginning here. You might be holding on and clinging to the past and unable to accept this new energy, this new movement for you. I'm feeling it's very strongly related to that Stag Spirit with take the lead. Your confusion, your stuckness from that 8 of Wands that we had, you're being called to start to make some movement, is really what I'm getting, is that you need to start moving and putting plans into action and taking the lead. Next, we have the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles talks about, new opportunities being presented, much like the Ace of Pentacles. It is things coming in for you. The Knight of Pentacles talks about cultivation, planting, the starting of sowing the seeds, and really a sense of grounding. He's very in tune with the earth. He knows when it's time to plant. He has trust and faith in what he is planting, that what he is planting will bloom and come to fruition, and that it's not going to happen overnight. with the Knight of Pentacles, some of you might need to take some time to do some grounding exercises for this week. Some of you might also need to, again, with that Ace of Pentacles, start cultivating, start moving forward and taking the lead and, you know, really taking the steps. Not just thinking you can put on the shoes of that Empress and Hierophant energy and call it a day. You know, you really have to truly, fully embody that energy. You have to find it deep within and really, like, truly align with it, not just the facade. Three of Cups in reverse, I'm getting this sense of disharmony from it because the Three of Cups showed up in your first portion in your reading here, Libra, that while you may be around others, you might be feeling very lonely and disconnected right now. And in fact, we were talking about this hesitation, this, like we were saying earlier, putting on this facade of happiness for others and your friends, Libra. And that Three of Cups in reverse, I think just further confirms that you're acting as though you're in alignment with this energy, but you're really not. You're not yet aligned with it. But just like I was saying with that Ten of Pentacles here, Libra, you have a choice. The Three of Cups here is available to you. You know, it's in the upright in your first portion of your reading here, and in the reverse in the second portion. So the energy is here and available to you. It's a matter of you doing some, you know, deep inner work here, Libra. Deep inner work and really starting to understand why you feel as though you have to be so defensive, why you feel as though you have to hide yourself from others. Why do you feel like you have to be superior? Start to ask yourself that question because I am getting that from this reading, that you feel this sense of superiority, or you would like to, but it's really coming from a place of insecurity. Especially with that Five of Swords, I'm definitely sensing insecurity. You know, feeling as though you're waiting for somebody to attack you. You know, in that Five of Swords card there, he's holding those two swords and he's taken them away from those two other people in the card there. And they're kind of looking desolate, but he looks satisfied and pleased that he has won at any cost. So Libra, I would just be very cautious that you're not just winning to win, to prove something to yourself at all costs without consideration for the effect it has on others. Yeah, so that's going to be my reading for you this week, Libra. Let me know in the comments if this was helpful to you at all. Most importantly, what I want you to do, Libra, I'm going to tell you this, but what I want you to do is I want you to look yourself in the mirror today, Libra, and really truly say to yourself that you love yourself. Because when you start to learn to love yourself, Libra, things are going to start moving and you're going to be able to tap into that inner confidence that you seem to be seeking really strongly here, Libra. So, if no one has told you today, Libra, I love you and I hope you have a good week.